Hey guys, welcome to Cricket Talk in Isolation. Here's our first guest today is none other than Anjan Singh. How are you, Anjan?
Good. How are you, Kunal?
Good, good. How is isolation treating you at home?
Oh man, it's a challenge with the as I would imagine with everybody else, right? Especially I'm working from home and locked in a room so that my kids are downstairs. They
Yeah.
still think I'm in the office, but everybody has a different situation, right? Everybody's doing their own thing, and yeah, no, it is different, definitely. But
Yeah,
it's been what, week 4 or 5, so yeah, definitely getting into some sort of a routine. But I would still prefer, an office to go to,
yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I'm just working as well, like just in the evenings for right now. Yeah,
How's your takeout business? Good.
yeah, it's going good. Like, yeah,
I've,
people know like it's gonna be like for longer term now. It's
yeah,
not
yeah,
just
yeah.
weeks. We are talking about months, so now they have to do something to survive their business, right? So
Yeah,
they have to
yeah.
do something. Yeah,
It is a tough time for everybody, but yeah, I hope everybody's staying safe though. Yeah.
I hope so too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, we're just here to discuss some things about cricket talk. Are you ready for that? Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Let's
Okay.
do
So,
this.
what is cricket for you?
Well, for me, the cricket, I've grown like playing cricket in India, and then given that we are from India, I think cricket is like a religion back there, and as you can see, we have like 1 billion fans there. To me, cricket is a place where you go in the ground with your friends and just decompress from all the day-to-day life and the stress that you experience, and you just go there and enjoy and have fun,
Yeah.
and have a sense of accomplishment at the end to say, hey, I played, I came, it was fun. And then you take all the stress away while you're in the field.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
it's
that's what cricket
definitely
is
a
to me, for sure.
stress-free environment when you play cricket.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And all the friendly banter that happens with friends, it's that social aspect of it that I love about it.
Yeah.
It's a great place to be, and you just enjoy and have fun.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So how often would you like to play cricket anyway? Doesn't matter
Well,
what kind of
to
restrictions you have, but how often would you like to play?
well, the I think if I can play and all the friends are out there, I would probably play every day if I can.
Yeah.
Right? Like for me, just go out, have after work, go out and have just play. But in terms of realistically, if I were to think, I think any all the weekends doesn't matter. Like if the weather's good, then I would probably play year round for that
Yeah.
matter, right? If I
Yeah. It's hard.
can.
It's hard to
Uh,
do it year round in Canada.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, no, the weekends cricket, and I think that's great. And if we can practice or just play with friends
Yeah.
during the weeknights, I think that'd be great.
Oh, nice. So how does your family react when you play on the weekends?
I think they're okay now. Like it's been now what,
Used
15
used to it
years.
now.
They know he's not going to stay home. So they're used to the idea that he's going to play on the weekends. But now they're good. They come out, they watch our games. My kids come out most of the time, and they enjoy the sun and just sitting in a park and just socializing with everybody. So I think it's good now. Yeah, no,
That's
I don't think, and yeah, it's just that more work during the weeknights to get the
yeah.
brownie points.
So how was your childhood experience with cricket?
Oh man, I think every I'm assuming every child in India probably had the similar experience growing up in the 80s and 90s. I don't know if it's probably different now. You would come home around 3 o'clock, you eat your lunch slash supper, and then you go out in the field and you
Yeah.
stay in the field until 8, 9, and then you come back, you eat your dinner and sleep. And that was the ritual every day for, I'm going to say, 6, 7 years growing up,
Oh,
right? Like every day would go out, play cricket, come home.
yeah.
um, your parents getting yelling at you, you should be coming home early, but
Even if you have exams or anything, you still
does
want to
not
like break it.
matter. Does
Doesn't
not
matter.
matter.
Cricket is a big
But
thing in India. Yeah.
exactly, it did not matter with whether it was finals. I remember I was watching India-Pakistan final in my grade 10 exam. I had a history exam the day after, and I was watching my India-Pakistan semifinals,
So nice.
96. I think quarterfinal, not semifinal, quarterfinals, I believe. Um, but yeah, no, it was great. We had a lot of kids in our locality, and then we would just find an empty ground and just go out and put the
Like,
bricks as our wickets, and and those old BDM bats with the ball, like a plastic ball we would play,
yeah, it
because
doesn't
leather
matter
balls
if
were
it's a
too
plastic
expensive.
ball, tennis ball, you
Yeah,
just play.
yeah, leather balls were too expensive to play with, right? So you hardly ever played with the leather balls. But yeah, and I remember we had this abandoned house
Yeah,
that we would play in, and we'd jump the wall, get into the house, and play there. There's like 7 or 8 of us with a plastic ball. It's a small pitch, and you make all your rules, like one tip, one hand out,
yeah,
throwing it in somebody else's house is out.
yeah.
Uh,
Especially like even on the first ball you get out, you don't know that was a trial ball.
that was a try ball, like all those things. So it's very similar to every other childhood, I guess, I would imagine.
Yeah. Do you like? Can you describe your moments when you first thought of playing cricket in your life? I know most of the people wouldn't remember it, but do you remember anything at all?
No, I don't think probably the earliest memory that I had of playing cricket is just playing with my friends in my community, local, in the gully cricket,
Yeah,
where we would set up and then we would just start playing, because we started playing soccer and then badminton and then cricket, but these were the different sports we would alternate.
yeah.
So it was any given day, whether it's a soccer day or a cricket day or
Or at all? Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I don't think I have any specific memory of, that says, I'm playing cricket.
But like when I like played with you, like I didn't know much at all like about you earlier. But like when I played last year with you, I got to know that you have like so much knowledge about cricket. Like you even have like level 1 umpiring certification as well.
Yeah.
So how did you get like inspiration about it? Like how did you even get that much knowledge about cricket?
I think growing up, I watched a lot of cricket growing up. I don't watch enough now these days, but growing up, I watched a lot. I don't think I missed any Indian cricket team's matches. Played a lot of cricket at different levels. I played a lot of cricket. We had a lot of tournaments that we played. So that was the passion was always there. I used to remember for a tournament, I would get up at 4 in the morning in India to hold that
Yeah,
pitch, because
yeah,
or somebody else would take over, right?
yeah.
And I don't remember ever waking up at 4 to study my exams,
Yeah,
right? So
same
that's
for me. Like always, like whenever like just shouting my friends, like just calling them, like get up and like just let's play cricket at that time. Like it's yeah, it's really insane what people does in India. Yeah,
yeah, and then I think watching cricket and listening to all these experienced players when they're commenting on the game, it
yeah,
does give you a different perspective. Like, what are they thinking and how they are analyzing the game,
yeah,
and how do they think different players approach the game, and how can you trying to get them out, for example, or how do you reach the target, and they talk a lot about chunking up in smaller targets, like if it is 50 over games, start by 2 over, 5 over targets.
mm,
If it is analyzing a person who likes to play on the off, then how do you set the field? So yeah, it's just listening to them, watching the game, and then I think that just inspired me. And then when I came to Calgary, there was an exam for level 1 umpiring, and it's just that I wanted to test my knowledge, and see where I stand. So that's when I gave the exam and passed. I do want to go into level 2 and 3, but never have a time. I've heard
chance to
level 3
do it.
exam is really hard.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, yeah.
like, are you superstitious in any way while playing cricket? Like to like some people do it like oh left pad first, like left glove first, or something like that. Are you superstitious in any way?
No, not that I can think of. There is nothing superstitious or anything consistent, I guess, and nothing
Yeah.
consistently superstitious. Like I think the only thing I would do, and that's again not consistent, and I'm just trying to think out if there's anything superstitious that it does, is if I'm set and I'm playing for a long time and I'm at the crease, then my only superstition is I try to get into a rhythm. Like I would always, mark the marker leg guard or whatever, and then do a ritual to before I take a stance to play the ball.
Oh,
And that ritual gets more and more if I stay longer on the pitch. Like if I go on and facing the first few deliveries, I don't have any ritual. I just
do
start
you
playing.
believe in that? Like you think it works out for you?
I think it just gets you into a rhythm. I think that's what I think. I think every ball is a new ball, and then once you're set, that's when you start to have that rhythm. That's the only superstition I can think of, is that, hey, I need to be doing all these things before I'm facing a ball.
Yeah. Do
But
you have
other
any
than that,
nickname on the
no.
field or anything?
D. They all call me D.
Anything else they call you? Just D? Yeah.
Just D primarily. I think I don't think everybody
Yeah.
calls me just D on the field. They don't
Yeah.
usually call me Ange or anything. But yeah.
Alright. Do you like playing as a player or just as a captain?
Oh, I'm always a player first. That's my main thing. Like I love to play as a player.
Yeah.
Captain has its own perks, definitely. So I do enjoy as a captain as well, because it gives me that perspective, as a strategic perspective. How can we win the game?
You're more in the game.
How do I utilize the resources? You're more involved in the game, and how can we win this game, right? So it gives you that extra push.
Yeah.
But definitely, cricket is a cricket, right? Like I just enjoy as a player. It's a great game. So
Nice. So which cricket team is your favorite among all countries? And is there any reason behind it?
India,
Yeah.
that's not even a question, I guess. Like growing up, it has to be India. That's because that's the team that's we loved growing up watching.
Yeah.
Um, I even went to see them in the World Cups in Adelaide, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So to me, yeah, that's the only team I would ever cheer for.
Hmm. How long have you been playing with Glenmore Club and how do you like it?
Glenmore Club, I'm gonna say 11, 12 years
Yeah.
since I've been with Glenmore.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a great club. I would encourage everybody to just come join the club and see how the environment, the culture, how many different ethnicities that we have, and how everybody gets involved. And we have a lot of social aspects. Alex does a great job at
Yeah.
promoting the club, and in getting new resources and players and people. So I think it's a great club to be associated with for sure.
Hmm. Now, how do you describe Calgary cricket? Like, any great
Calgary
experience
cricket
you have
has
with it?
it has its ups and downs. Let's put it that way. I think people are very passionate about cricket in Calgary. That reflects in now 3 leagues or 4 leagues if you count
Yeah.
the all on the paper.
Yeah.
So people are very passionate. I think when we started, when I started playing in Calgary, uh, I think we were in a great position. I saw all the ups, and now maybe I'm going to say we're at a lower end where we should be. We should be playing as one city, but you have a lot of distributed leagues,
Yeah.
which I'm sure they will get consolidated in the future, but maybe not right away. But my hope is that they should eventually get consolidated. Um, and I think because we need that one front when it comes to gaining more resources from the city. City looks at cricket just as a whole, but when we
Thing
have
distributed among all over. Yeah.
exactly so if we need more grounds, more financial help from the city or any of those things, I think if there's one united front, I think city would hear us a lot more better,
Yeah.
rather than us, trying to fight for the resources separately. We should all be fighting for the same resources and trying to grow the game of cricket
Yeah.
in Calgary. That's how I see it. So I'm sure it'll only going to get better from here. So I'm excited for that.
Be really nice. Yeah, if it happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any favorite batsmen among Glenmore Club?
Oh, that's very tricky question. I would say there's quite a few
You can say it
batsmen.
anyway, like technical or even if you like it. Yeah.
Uh, do you need one name? Do you need? Can I have more
Ah,
names?
yeah, you can say a few. That's up to you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's quite a few players that I like. I guess in the current Glenmore club, primarily I would say Rajiv is a great batsman. What I like about him is his temperament, right? Like he can hit the ball, he can rotate the strike.
Yeah.
Manav is a great batsman only when you give him enough freedom to be that way.
Yeah.
I think he has the great potential
Yeah. Of
to
course.
be hitting all the great innings. Um, there's Vikas is explosive batsman that we have. Yeah, I think these are all great batsmen. In 35 over, Cumber is a great addition to the club. I would think Durab is a great, sensible guy. He has a great head on his shoulder. Like I love his personality. He's a very calm person.
Nice. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I never met
just
him. Yeah.
yeah, just to name a few.
Do you have anything among like outside the club in Calgary cricket?
Yeah, I think there's outside of club, there's quite a few again as well. Iqbal, who used to play for
Yeah.
Glenmore, he's a great batsman. I love enjoying him play. Amar is a great batsman. Again, ex Glenmore player. The If I look outside of those players that I played with, or look at other teams, the one name that particularly resonates to me in terms of his temperament is Naveed Heather. He plays for Asia. He played against him in the elite as well. Yeah, he's a good batsman. Yeah, there's a lot of talent
Yeah.
in Calgary for sure.
How about the baller side in Glenmore Club?
Ah, well, you for sure. I think you're a great bowler, K. And what I like in bowler has to be consistent in my mind. I think, and who can read the game and who can understand the batsman. So I think yourself, Sandeep is a great spinner that we have. Yourself, um, yeah, I think there's a lot of them that I'm thinking. But yeah, you and Sandy would probably be up
Thank you.
there for
Yeah.
sure.
How about in outside the club?
Outside the club again, I guess I would say Manjinder is a great
Yeah,
bowler
I am
that
a
I've,
big fan of him. Yeah.
yeah, he is a great left arm bowler. I don't think I've seen anybody better than
And
him who
in
can.
Calgary, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
He's a great bowler. Yeah, and Suki is a great bowler too. He has
Yeah,
line and length and
he reads the batsman mind pretty good. So he's
exactly. His
yeah,
ability to read the game is phenomenal, I would
yeah,
say. So Suki is
yeah.
a great bowler there too as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, those two, and I think people don't think, but what we have in Calgary, the talent um, that we have. I think these are great bowlers, and yeah, definitely could have done a lot more in their early ages for sure. If they
Yeah.
were young, say 20s and 20.
Well, everybody came to Canada after 30s, close to that time.
Yeah,
So yeah. When they found that
exactly.
out, then everybody is already in 30s. They can't do anything after
Yeah,
that. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, for
Who
sure.
do you think like is always a late comer to the field?
Well, the recent example that I can think of is he's probably going to hate me for this, but in 35 overs, we had a player, Daniel Mahboub. He's a
Yeah.
new addition to the club, but he would be late most of the time. Sham was another person who would sometimes he would be late. but yeah, but they're great guys. It's just it's just you have to keep calling them to say, where are you guys?
Not much passionate about cricket, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
So is there like, is there any player that you feel that you get annoyed with on the field or outside the field?
I think the there is nobody in that context. I don't think there's anybody who's annoying, but the player that I can think of who's just so good that I would not want to play against or try to get him out as soon as possible would be Naveed Heather from Canada, or I think the whatever the new team name they have. I think CCA. Like he plays for CCA. But yeah, that player can read the game so well that I don't think anybody has temperament like him. He bowls, he bats, he fields. He's a very competitive player. So he just annoys the hell out of me. Like he's so good.
Yeah. Who's the most understanding person on the club?
In the club.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
In any way. Yeah.
there's quite a few. I'm going to start with Jonathan Smith. I don't know if he's still with the club. He's traveling around the world, but he's one of the most understanding people that I can think of. Manav is very understanding. Yourself, you're very understanding, listening to everything. Um, Sue is very understanding. Sudhanshu, he understands things very well. Um, yeah, so I think these are to name the
Do you
few
have any preference? Like, who do you like playing cricket with, Glenmore crowd?
from the
Not about
club.
understanding, just who do you like playing with?
While I'm on the pitch, you mean, or just
While you're on the pitch, yeah.
on the batting? Well, if I'm batting, I love playing with Sandy.
Ready?
Sandy
Yeah. Are you talking
Sandeep
about
Sahota.
Sandy Sahota? Yeah.
Yes, yeah, because I played with him. I know him forever. I love to be in the when I'm batting and he's there batting. I think we just have a good chemistry. We just love batting together. Sue is another person that because I batted with him for so long. Sue is another person that I'd love to bat with as well. Yeah, I think from Glenmore one, I haven't had any long innings from existing team
Yeah.
members, I guess, that I
Not
could
yet. Not
name.
yet.
Yeah, not yet. Exactly. But, this was the season and then this happened, right? Like I was going to at least get more batting
But does
for.
it bother you at all that we might not be able to play cricket this summer at all?
Oh yeah, it bugs the heck out of me, man. But it is what it is. This is
It's
my
gonna,
favorite
yeah,
phrase now.
yeah, it is gonna be hard sitting and see like the weather is good and we can't even play outside. So,
It's gonna be very tough. I can tell you that for sure,
do
right?
you
Like it.
remember any of the interesting match that you ever played in Glenmore Club and you just loved it? Even
Oh
if you
well,
lost or win, but you loved that interesting match. That was
there's quite a few, but one that definitely sticks out is the one where we won against Falcons to go into elite.
yeah.
That match was almost lost. The wind was probably blowing at 80 kilometers an hour.
Oh,
It was so freaking cold, you could not even imagine. There was like 10 of us huddled together in the bleachers because we wanted to, watch the game. And I can't even believe how the batting that Amar did against Falcons was one of the best batting performance I've ever seen live, especially in that situation, right? Like we were five down, chasing 230, 240, I imagine, and yeah, and he made 100 odd runs and took us home and won the game for us. So with along with other performance like Mavi did great, Lakha did great in that batting. But yeah, that game was probably one of the best games that I was part of, for sure. Yeah.
well, it's like when like you like lead the team like 35 years last year, like with the new players and everything. No offense, but you were a captain of elite team earlier. So how did you like it, like handling the new guys, like taking switch over just for like elite players that you were dealing with earlier?
I think everybody understands the game of cricket really well here, right? At least, and the club, the new members that we had were great. Like I am Cumber, Dani, Durab, all these guys were great. They are a great addition to the club. Very understanding. They have played cricket for the longest time, so it was. And like my whole 35 over team was great. Like Sham and Rishpal Paji. Like they, I think the only the I hope I didn't do a bad job as a captaincy.
Oh
The
yeah,
the the,
you
the
guys went
challenge
to the
is
final, yeah.
yeah, the challenge always is in my mind that how do you give enough responsibility and enough chances for all the players in all the games, right? Like that's always a
Yeah,
chance. Like that's always a struggle as a captain. Like some people gets the batting, they get to do batting, some people won't, right? And how do you make sure that they have enough chance in the next game or the next game after? So I think that the key thing is communication. As long as you're open about it, I think it always helps. And there might still be people who always won't agree to your decisions, but that's a responsibility that captain carries.
yeah,
That sometimes you can't make everybody happy while during the game, right? So you just and that's a decision you make collectively to trying to win the game and have that balance of having fun, so that because everybody's a paid member, right? Like you're paying to play cricket,
yeah.
so you do want to get enough chances as well. So, but yeah, no, I enjoyed playing 35 over a game. It was great to a bit more. I don't want to say relaxing because we were still very competitive, trying to
Yeah.
win the games, but at least a different a mindset than the elite for sure. Elite is very high intense, high pressure games, all of them for
Yeah.
that matter. Whereas in 35 overs, sometimes you get like really easy games, sometimes you get really tough games. So yeah.
So like I'm just doing a little. I know like it's the cricket stats like with Cricket Calgary what they have. Like it's not the proper numbers that you can see it. Like even they don't even have records for like after 2013, like before 2013. So like I'm just gonna ask you like a couple of questions regarding your stats. Let's see if you even come close to it. I know it's
I have zero.
I even have a little bit of rough idea. I just wanted to know, like, since 2013, how much is do you think you have played with Cricket Calgary?
How many matches have I played?
Yeah, since 2013. So you can
T20 and
just you
50
can
over
give a rough idea between that and that number, and let's see if you come close to it or not.
30s. I'm going to
Since
say
2013, yeah,
since
so 6
2013,
years, yeah,
I'm going to say 180,
a little bit higher, but it's 144.
144.
Yeah, yeah. So I know you're not a regular bowler, but like how many wickets you have taken so far since 2013? That's what the data I have. So
Since 2013, I'm going to say 15.
pretty close, 21. Yeah,
Well,
yeah, that's
close.
pretty good. So one more thing. So how many times you have been stumped out behind the wicket? So in
Since
last
2013,
years, yeah,
I'm going to say not very many. One or two, maybe.
yeah, 3 times. Yeah,
Yeah, not very many times I've been stumped.
yeah. So yeah, it was really great talking to you today. Like, yeah, I hope like every of our like club members would like it as well. Like we were gonna keep doing and talking to the other players as well. Do you have any message before we like finish this one to your club friends? How they're doing?
Um,
Like, how do they handle with this COVID-19?
yeah, I think my message to everybody would be, I think everybody's harping on this: social distancing, staying safe, staying indoors for now. That's the same. I'm going to echo that same message. I think as long as we stay inside, stay safe, stay calm, and the big message, I guess, and then this is one of my favorite quotes as well, is that the only thing constant in this world is change. So this will pass, right? Like this will change. It is going to just take some time. And I know at least for me as well, we're missing that social aspect of meeting with friends and family and just but stay in touch with everybody using these technologies like FaceTime it, talk to people. There's a great app called House Party, which we use quite a bit. And then we get connected, we play games and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
talk to people as much as possible, and don't stress too much. It will pass. It is whatever situation. If
Yeah.
you have any difficult situation, things will be better. And that's what I would say at this time. And when it comes to cricket, we will definitely play soon. It is whether it's this season or next season or maybe in the practices. We go back to practices in November, December.
Yeah.
Whatever that case may be, I think we'll definitely hold that bat and ball again and be in the
Yeah.
field sometime.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I would say.
All right. So here's we're gonna end this session and stay here, stay home, and stay safe. All right, guys. Bye bye.